Alright. Hey guys, as you can see, we will now begin the review series for He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Season 1, Episode 1. If you like the series, remember to like the video and subscribe to see more of it, because I will be continuing this. I will be doing all of Season 1 and other side videos in general. But yeah, with the intro out of the way, let's get started. We actually open up on our villains, Cronus and Evelyn, talking about how they sent Teela to find the sword. And I do have to honestly say, Teela already has a decent amount of magical ability that we see in this one scene. And we also get to see how she casts magic. And we basically see that in this universe, magic users have, I guess, different ways of casting magic. And we see that Teela is using her hands by forming gestures and different movements, which essentially makes her a hand witch. And we see later on that Evelyn casts spells with her words, hence being a word witch. When Teela makes contact with the sword, she hears a voice calling to her, directing her not to give it to Evelyn. And we also get introduced to Duncan being the pilot of Cronus's and Evelyn's ship. Teela manages to escape, and the sword tells her to find the champion. And after that, we get the opening to the show, but I won't be saying anything about it right now. Probably going to make its own my own video about it, just talk about the opening alone and the song and lyrics. After the opening, we get to see Adam for the first time rescuing a baby tiger. And my first time watching this, I thought this was going to be Cringer, but it turns out this is just a relative of his. He's helped out by Crass that tells him Cringer is missing because he was going out to hunt even though he doesn't have any claws. I will say that it is interesting that this version of Cringer has no claws, and it seems that his teeth have been either filed down or broken. It's a little hard to tell sometimes, but he gets captured by some drones, and they reference that their master did this to Cringer. Adam and Crass are able to save him, luckily, and I'm happy to see that the heroes are not useless without their future transformations. I don't think that's really a spoiler, but, we know that they get it. On the way back to the village, we find out that Adam has amnesia and has not been fully integrated with the tribe yet because he refuses to get his tattoos because it would mean that he would have to give up his cuff, which is the only thing connecting him to his past. But once they get back to the village, they find Teela, but the villagers capture her because they apparently don't like magic, and we later find out technology as well. Teela starts talking to Adam while she is captured and tells him that King Randor is not liked by most of the people. Adam tells her that the feeling is mutual for the tribe since he does not do anything about the poaching in the jungle. And we see Crass is busy being jealous of Teela outside as well. Cronus and Evelyn find the village and tell Duncan to use the drones to burn it down, but he refuses to do so. They still attack the village anyway, but Duncan ends up saving Cringer. Teela runs from the village to get the attention of Evelyn and Cronus, while Crass and Cringer chase after her. After getting cornered by them, Teela is protected by Adam, who takes out the sword, and it seems like his cuff activates the sword. He says the legendary words, and his transformation begins. Now, I want to take a minute to just talk about the animation on this transformation, since we'll be seeing it a lot throughout the series. So, it starts off with lightning coming down from the heavens, empowering Adam, coursing through his body, and then in a flash of light, he transforms into He-Man and raises his sword, truly saying, "I have the power." And the ground breaks apart around him, and Castle Grayskull rises behind him. All in all, I'd say this is a pretty decent transformation sequence, and I think the animators did a decent job with this. After his transformation, Adam freaks out a little bit, but starts to fight the drones. As we cut to Snake Mountain, we see Kelder come out of some kind of pod proclaiming that the power of Grayskull belongs to him. And that's how the episode ends. Now that the episode is ended, I wanted to talk about my notes throughout the episode about things I liked. So one of the things I liked is the close-up transparent filter on Evelyn's mouth when she casts spells. think that's a really nice touch that the animators did. We also see them integrate animation, 2D animation with Cronus's bomb, and we will see this 2D animation integrated throughout the series, and it's kind of a sore spot for me because I honestly think it's not integrated very well, and it sticks out like a sore thumb, basically. And I think it's interesting that we get little teasers at the end of each episode hinting at the next one. I don't think I have seen a show really do that before, and it's a really nice touch. And the art is usually very well done as well. I would say this is a good introduction episode overall. There isn't really anything I haven't seen before in other shows, but it got its job done. I would give this episode a 6 out of 10. Alright, I think that's about it. Like I said, I'll be trying to get these videos out as fast as I can, but I'll still be learning how my new editing software works, and I'll try to get to episode 4 before the new season comes out, but it's not a guaranteed thing. So I'll be looking forward to talking to you guys in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this series, but yeah, I think that's about it. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.